p.m. every weekdays. And Boss Sports Weekend Edition every Saturdays at 12:15 p.m. We serve it just the way you like it. Only on Boss Radio 98.9 FM Owerri. Radio for the boss mind.
It's another brand new day to talk sports. Welcome to Boss Radio 98.9 FM Owerri for Boss Sports on your darling dial. My name is David Oku, your host. On the show today, we have so much making the rounds from the NPFL Super 6 playoffs. The NWFL Super 6 will begin today. South African women's national team, the Banyana, have released their squad, preliminary squad for the World Cup finals. The Nigeria Football Federation and Jose Pesero's contract. Tennis with Roland Garros, the second major of the year, entering day 10. And so much more to bring to you from transfers, rumors, and gossips. Stay with us here as we x-ray, bisect, and dissect all that is making the rounds in the world of sports. You can be part of what we are doing. Hit us. Use the number 0909 222 9922 or 0912 267 7989. Send us a message on WhatsApp on 0806 992 999 0806 999 2999. We are live on Facebook, Boss Radio 98.9 FM Owerri. Boss Radio 98.9 FM Owerri. Welcome to the show. Let's quickly tee off from the Nigeria Premier Football League Super 6. Currently the playoffs taking place at the Mobolaji Johnson Arena in Onikan, Lagos. You're teeing off from football, not golf this time. Eyimba International secured their first victory at the ongoing NPFL Super 6 playoffs against Lobby Stars. That was on Monday. Chukwuemeka Obioma's 16-minute goal was enough for Eyimba to secure a narrow 1-0 win against Lobby Stars, the former autumn champions. What a game that was. Speaking after the game, the coach Finidi George had this to say to the media. Have a listen.
Coach Finidi George, 3 points in the bag. How do you feel?
Very, very happy. The last game we got a draw, which I think we deserve to have won that match. It didn't happen, so today it was a difficult game. Energy sapping when you play 2 o'clock is not easy. It's really demanding for the players, but I think at the end of the day, we deserve the 3 points. Even if it's a 1 goal, I think the defenders did a solid job.
We also saw you, doing about 5 changes to the side that started the first game. Was that down to tactics or just...
Yeah, everybody that we brought in here can play. We had a couple of friendly matches and to test the players, and I think we'll not just change the whole team. We'll gradually give players minutes, and then we'll see how we can get to the 5th game.
The top striker of the league right now, Emeka Obioma, was substituted. Was that down to injury?
I think you were a little bit tired. We're also looking at the next game, where we'll play 2 o'clock. So, energy saving, and then see how we can get him fresh for the next game.
Coach, the inclusion of
Finidi George giving his thoughts after Eyimba's success against Lobby, a 1-0 victory that has taken them to 4 points after the 2-2 draw match they won against Pendel Insurance, and now we have a 1-0 victory against Lobby Stars. Against Remo, I beg your pardon, a 2-2 draw against Remo on match day 1, and match day 2, Eyimba took the 3 points in the bag, taking them to 4 points. What do you make of Coach Finidi George's thoughts and of course Eyimba's performance on the day? What do you make of their play as they head straight to match day 3 that will be commencing on Wednesday? What a superb outing for them. Let's look at the other games that came in. Rivers United 2, Remo Stars 2. Another high-scoring game that ended in a draw. The champions were held. Or would I say Remo? Because Remo were leading into the dying stages before Rivers leveled up with Lukman Adefemi. Nima Nwagwa had opened the scoring for the pride of Rivers, but Olamilekon Adedayo, like he has done in this competition so far, he scored 3 goals now. He pegged Rivers back and then scored again. Remo were coasting to victory before Olufemi, I beg your pardon, Adefemi, came to their rescue with a point. 2-2 it finished in Onikan. The final game of the day saw Bendel Insurance and Sunshine Stars of Akure play out a 1-1 draw. Bendel continued to extend their unbeaten. It's 19 games now, isn't it? The Bini Arsenal been in incredible form, and opposition have found them difficult to play and very hot to handle. 1-1 it finished. Bendel Insurance and Sunshine Stars. So the tournament will return on Wednesday, June 7 for match day 3. Bendel Insurance will be up against Yimba from 2 p.m. Remo Stars of Ikene up against Sunshine Stars from 4:30 p.m. And Rivers United take on Lobby Stars under the lights from 7 p.m. Looking forward to that. Set your alarms and reminders for that one. Of course, what the men can do, the women can do better, and it's the NWFL Super 6 upon us. All roads lead to the Stephen Keshi Stadium in Asaba for the Nigerian Women Football League Super 6. Match day 1. I've seen the sides line up here. From Group A to be FC Robo Queens up against Rivers Angels. That game will be kicking off in about 2 hours time, 10 a.m. Then Group B will see Delta Queens take on Confluence Queens from 4 p.m. later today. So blockbuster games lined up for us. We'll do a recap of match day 1 on Boss Sports on Wednesday morning, and then look at the fixtures for match day 2. Let's just maintain with match day 1 for now. Group A, Robo Queens, Rivers Angels, Delta Queens versus Confluence Queens. They left everything on the field of play, sweated for it, blood poured out. It was Banyana's turn on the continent, and so they did with a spectacular performance all round in Morocco 2022 at the WAFCON to emerge champions after their 2-1 victory over the host in Rabat at this complex Moulay Abdellah. 2-1, but that has since gone, and South Africa are looking forward to another challenge. It's the FIFA Women's World Cup, as Australia, New Zealand will be the host come mid-July 2023. To that effect, Coach Desiree Ellis has released a preliminary squad for that, and let's look at what they have here. The goalkeepers, defenders, midfielders, and forwards. The preparation camp will begin from the 12th of June and terminate on the 3rd of July before South Africa will jet out for their encounter. Let's look at the goalkeepers here. Andile Blamini, who won the Golden Glove back in Morocco. She's been selected. Kaylin Swart is also there. Rablalo is there. And then Moletsani has also been selected. In the defenders, we have Asande Adabi in there too. Magama in there. Noko Madlui also selected, and Lebohang Ramalepe for the defenders. The midfielders, Biana Smith, Refilo Jane, who was the player of the tournament back in the WAFCON, Motlalo Linda, Modley and Mutua. Then up front, very quickly, some of the names you would like to hear. Tembe Katlana is in there too, and Mayiya in there, Sesane, Noxolo Sesane, also in there too. So for more of this, you can head straight to my Twitter, David Talks 772, to see the comprehensive list from the Banyana, the South African women national team, as they've released the preliminary squad. I'm sure that will be cut down as the ladies jet out for the World Cup. Nigeria's Super Falcons and coach Randy Waldrum with the Nigerian Football Federation yet to release their list. Let's stay with the Glass House, the Nigeria Football Federation now, and Coach Jose Peseiro says he won't speak about contracts and that he doesn't feel the pressure. Well, Ibrahim Gusau, the NFF president, had said something at the beginning of last month where people were speculating in the media space that the coach might just be relieved of his duty, but he said no. The Congress needs to hold, I beg your pardon, a meeting needs to hold first of all, and when they come together, that's in June, later this month, they would make a decision on the coach's contract. Remind yourself that Jose Peseiro's contract is up. So for you, should the NFF renew his contract? Has he done well for you? Should they renew his contract, or they should let him go and look for another person? Should Jose Peseiro's contract be renewed by the Nigeria Football Federation? For the games he has taken charge of, has he impressed you? Or should he be given more time to put things right? Let's hear from you. Call us. Use the number 0909-222-9922 or 0912-267-7989.
I got very unfocused. I kind of thought the match was over before having it over, and I was not concentrated anymore, and kind of my serve went missing a little bit. So I just want to get the feeling of having that back, because it's going to be important for after tomorrow. I think there's a big chance that I'm going to play night again, because the other two guys, yes, probably.
Let me head straight to the phone lines. Hello, good morning. Hello? Yes, good morning. That got away from us. Alexander Zverev was speaking after his comprehensive victory at Roland Garros. Let's hear from him again, the young German.
3-0, and in the third set I got very unfocused. I kind of thought the match was over before having it over, and I was not concentrated anymore, and kind of my serve went missing a little bit. So I just want to get the feeling of having that back, because it's going to be important for after tomorrow. I think there's a big chance that I'm going to play night again, because the other two guys, yes, probably from entertainment factor and stuff like that, it's a more entertaining match than ours, probably. So people want that at night, but they both played during the day the whole week. They both finished quite early today, and we both finished in the middle of the night. So I don't know if it will change or not, but I'm happy to play at night. I felt like at 3-0 and in the third set I got very unfocused. I kind of thought the match was over before having it over, and I was not concentrated anymore, and kind of my serve.
Alexander Zverev speaking there after his win. But before we look at day 10, what we have in terms of the fixtures, let's quickly cast our eyes on what happened on day 9, and we'll look at Zverev and his victory, and then what about some of the other players here who did well at Roland Garros. Very quickly, buffering. This is buffering right now. I'm trying to bring it to you. Okay, that's away. World number 1 Carlos Alcaraz and Novak Djokovic will aim to set up a tantalizing French Open semi-final encounter at Roland Garros on Tuesday. This is day 10. US Open winner Alcaraz, just 20 years of age, plays Greek 5th seed Stefanos Tsitsipas in the night match on court Filipe Chatria. Djokovic continues his bid for a record 23rd men's Grand Slam title against Russian 11th seed Karen Khachanov. In the women's quarterfinal, Belarusian second seed Aina Sabalenka meets Ukrainian Elena Svitolina. The winner of that match will play Russian Anastasia Pavlyuchenkova or Czech opponent Karina Muchova, who are first up at Filipe Chartreux from 10-0-0. Elsewhere, Britain's Neil Skupski and Dutch teammate Wesley Clough, the top seeds in the men's doubles, take on Spain's Marcel Granollers and Argentine Zeballos for a place in the semi-finals. So Novak Djokovic looking forward to continue on his run. He's on an 11-match winning run at Roland Garros after injury ruled him out of the Australian Open, won by Djokovic in January. Alcaraz faces his tennis test yet when he plays 2021 runner-up Tsitsipas in the quarterfinals. Tsitsipas, winless in 4 previous meetings following his loss in April's Barcelona final, spoke highly of his opponent earlier in the tournament, describing Alcaraz as a breath of fresh air and praising his positive energy. So in the women's game, Russia Pavlyuchenkova, who lost to Barbora Krejcikova in the Roland Garros final 2 years ago, has dropped outside the world's top 300 after a knee injury sidelined her for 5 months last year. Muchova, an Australian Open semi-finalist in 2021 and 2-time Wimbledon quarter-finalist, has progressed beyond the 3rd round on the Paris clay for the first time. So that's about that, what's coming from Roland Garros, keeping you posted after day 10 action. And now let's head straight to European football, shall we? We still have one big one to go. It's the UEFA Champions League final. The roads are leading to Istanbul on June the 10th for Manchester City versus Internazionale Milano. Meanwhile, let's look at what has happened since Vinicius Junior was abused. If you could recall, fans across the world have been irate. People have jumped or leapt to the defense of Vinicius. Hometown Brazil even wrote to the Spanish authorities asking questions. So what do we have here? 7 people have been punished for acts of racism towards Real Madrid's Brazil forward Vinicius Junior. 4 men were fined 60,000 euros and given a 2-year stadium ban for hanging an effigy of Vinicius near Real's training ground in January. If you're asking what an effigy is, it's like a portrait made with a description of someone that hung there in Madrid, and you could see the 4 men were arrested 11 days ago and released on bail by a Madrid court. 3 other people were fined 5,000 euros and banned for 1 year for making racist gesture during Real's game at Valencia on 21 May. Those 3 aged between 18 and 21, the police said, and were detained 2 days after the game. The sanctions were given by Spain's State Commission Against Violence, Racism, Xenophobia and Intolerance in Sports, said the country's Sports Commission on Monday. For you, is this punishment enough? Is it just about enough punishment? And we continue to take the knee, say no to racism, but has it been able to curb parts of the racism? The punishment now meted out on some of the people involved in this. Is this enough to stop them from doing that for the next time? I'll leave that to you. You can put your comments through or put it on WhatsApp. Very quickly to the Europa Conference League final. Everything you need to know as West Ham will play Fiorentina. Before we go into that, very quickly on Facebook, this is coming from Engineer Frank. He says he's texting from Amawusa Douglas. Good morning to you, Radio Odogu, I hail you. Please, are we expecting Heartland FC in next season NPFL or NPL? Well, we'll look to see how that happens. Heartland performed well in the NNL and obviously should be one of the sides coming up there. They did perform admirably, didn't they? So West Ham United play Fiorentina in the Europa Conference League final on Wednesday. The kickoff time is 8 p.m. with the Hammers looking to secure a first major trophy for 43 years. There are reports up to 20,000 West Ham fans will be in Prague, the Czech Republic, despite the club receiving 4,890 tickets for the 19,370 capacity Fortuna Arena. We are absolutely thrilled to be in the final, said Hammers boss David Moyes. It's a big achievement for the club, but now it's about going and winning it. West Ham have not won a major European trophy since defeating 1860 Munich in the final of the European Cup Winners' Cup at Wembley in 1965. Their last major domestic trophy was the 1980 FA Cup. The Europa Conference League is in its second season and is a third-tier European club football competition after the Champions League and Europa League. You can wish West Ham some luck as they play against Fiorentina, the Italian side. Italian outfits have done so well this campaign. Europa League, Conference League and Champions League. They are in the Champions League. They played also in the Europa League as Roma lost to Sevilla, and then Inter will be up against Manchester City in the final. Very quickly, some transfer rumors and gossips as the time winds down here in the studio. Let's look at what we have here. The 5-year-old Ange Postecoglou, the former Celtic coach, has been said that Postecoglou is on Tottenham Hotspur's radar, and he will be moving to White Hart Lane. Not White Hart Lane, the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, White Hart Lane, has been demolished. So Celtic have agreed to Postecoglou to speak to Tottenham, and the Celtic coach has agreed to be their new manager on a 2-year contract. The Australian is just 57 years of age and has finished his second season at Celtic, leading them to the Scottish title both years and the domestic treble this term. Spurs have been looking for a new manager since Antonio Conte's exit in March, with Christian Stellini and then Ryan Mason taking interim charge. The final elements of the deal are being finalized before an announcement is made. So for Postecoglou, will he be keeping hold onto Harry Kane? It is said Kane will be seeking pastures green. Mauricio Pochettino is now the coach of Chelsea, and he has a good working relationship with Kane. Is it enough to lure him away? Real Madrid has just seen Karim Benzema leave them for Al Ittihad, though it's not been announced yet. Al Ittihad has not made the announcement, but it is official that Benzema has left Real Madrid, and Madrid are looking to bring in a new forward. Will it be Harry Kane? Will it be Victor Osimhen? Will Harry Kane choose to go abroad, or will he settle for a side in England? Let's look at this one coming in from Brighton. It is Alexis McAllister, who is a world champion with Argentina, is on his way to Liverpool this summer, according to the Times. So McAllister, who's shone like a million star for Brighton, leaving for Anfield, is that the right destination for him? Well, there are other talks surrounding Ike Gundogan. Manchester City has put a deal for Ike Gundogan on the table. Will he be signing up for that deal? It is left to be seen if Ike Gundogan will be signing a deal with Manchester City. Very quickly, let's look at other stories making the rounds from the transfer rumors and gossip. Manchester City opened concrete talks to sign Mateo Kovacic in the summer. Positive discussions took place with the players' camp in the last few days over personal terms. Chelsea open to selling Kovacic as part of a midfield revolution, but talks will continue soon. And here we go again with Real Madrid. They have sent documents to Nacho in order to sign new short-term contract in the next hours. Nacho told Inter he won't join them. He stays at Real Madrid until 2024. Do not forget that Marco Asensio on his way to Paris Saint-Germain already. What about Ruben Neves? The Wolves midfielder has been in the news and is waiting and will wait for Barcelona. Personal terms agreed since the end of April with his agent Mendes. Time to wait as Barca can't proceed now due to the FFP, financial fair play rules. not a priority for Xavi. It is not guaranteed at all that Ansu Fati will join Wolves in the deal. And then finally, before we run out of the studio, this is a big one. Real Madrid have advanced in talks with Borussia Dortmund on Monday as new positive round of negotiations took place in order to complete the deal for Jude Bellingham. The agreement is finally closer. Club expectation has always been to get it done this week. So that's about that from the transfers, rumors and gossips. We want to say thank you for staying with us on the program. We see some of your comments. Time not a friend to take it. We'll continue the conversation on Facebook. Boss Radio 98.9 FM Owerri. Let's do this again, same time, 7:30 to 8, and same station, Boss Radio 98.9 FM Owerri. Have a lovely day ahead and bye for now.
Over. Boss Radio 98.9 FM. Radio for the boss mind.
Let me go crazy. Yeah. Feel free. Feel free. Yeah. Feel free. Yeah. You see me struggling. Don't just question me. Girls, they fall for me. Tell me what's the need. So they want to see, so they want to see, you want to see, yeah. Break down so, fire down so, break down so, fire down so, break down so, fire down so, break down so, fire down so. My girl Anita, Amita, looking for a way to permit her. Running to me cause I missed her. Together right with your sister. Feel free, we gon' gist her. Allowed to come with a mister. Nobody pushing roller coaster. Girls calling me Musta Star.